Hey, I am back with another video, guys. Yes, it's none other than your girl Cooking with Tammy Live. And today I'm going to show you how to make my absolutely delicious chicken and sausage macaroni and cheese, guys. When I tell you this thing is creamy and absolutely delicious and melt in your mouth good, trust me, I tell no lies. It's absolutely delicious. Anyway, guys, continue watching. Let's introduce these ingredients and get started. We have our pre-cooked macaroni right here. Rinsed it off in cold water to stop the cooking process. And we also have some heavy cream right here. Not to mention, we have our sausages on deck. We also have some chicken breasts, cleaned and cut thinly sliced, as well as some butter, garlic, or should I say minced garlic. We also have our salt, ground black pepper, as well as our paprika, ground mustard. We have some parsley in the building. And for this recipe, we have our ranch seasoning. Yes. We also have some Parmesan cheese, not to mention our Gruyere and smoked Gouda, as well as, last but not least, we have our cheddar mix. This consists of white cheddar, mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, all the cheddars in the world, basically. Anyway, guys, let's get to cooking. Off camera, guys, what I did was, as you can see, I already started frying up the sausages and they are done. Taking it out the pan at this point. And of course, to fry the sausages, what are we gonna do? Chop those sausages up, add some oil, make sure that oil is hot, add the sausages to the pan, and bam, you are done. That's it. Moving right along, now that we took our sausages out of the pan, we are gonna season our chicken breast. As you can see, what I did off camera was I cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and we are gonna add some salt. Make sure you get every piece, but don't add too much salt. We're gonna go in with our brown black pepper. Make sure every piece of chicken is seasoned, but don't overdo it. Perfect. I'm gonna hit it off with a little bit of, believe it or not, ranch seasoning. It's gonna tie it together perfectly. It's gonna, perfect contrast with the cheeses and everything and the cheese sauce. Woo, child, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Also, we're gonna go on with a little paprika, because that's what we do. We play around with flavors, right? Yes. And we're gonna stir it up, or should I say we're gonna combine the seasoning with the chicken, just like that. All right, that's perfect. I'm gonna turn my pan on medium-high heat, and we are gonna add some oil. Just like that. Not too much. We're gonna allow this oil to get nice and hot. And you know what, just for security, I'm gonna add a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Only because I don't want my chicken to stick to the pan. Just like that. And it's about that time. We are gonna add our chicken. Hear that sizzle? That's what we're going for. We're not gonna overcrowd the pan, of course. Spread it out, space it out, give everything space. All right. I want these chicken pieces to brown perfectly. Open it up, good. At this point in time, you're gonna see some water draining from the chicken. That's perfectly fine. We want all of that water to drain out of the chicken anyway in order to get that perfect brown color. So, I'm gonna start by flipping it over. These chicken pieces are perfectly seasoned. It has the perfect color. Oh, I'm so tempted to, trust me. Once this chicken is finished browning, I'm telling you right now, I'm not putting all this chicken in the mac and cheese. I'm gonna eat a couple pieces. Our delectable chicken bites are done, and look at how beautiful, guys. Come on now. Oh my God, make sure you give me a thumbs up for this, because this is absolutely beautiful. Not to mention it tastes so good, of course. Like I told you, I had to taste it, of course. Absolutely delicious. Anyway, I'm gonna set this chicken to the side. I'm not gonna place the chicken on a paper towel because I don't wanna lose all of the juicy flavor that's locked into the chicken once it starts to drain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it to this bowl right here, just like that, because we want all of those juices. Yes, we do. And if we put it to sit on a paper towel, what's gonna happen is your chicken is gonna be dry because all of those juices are gonna be gone. They're gonna be lost. And you're not gonna be able to get it back. Moving right along to making our delicious cheese sauce. Because I represent the one pot life, yes, or should I say the one pan life, we're gonna use the same pan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our butter. Sometimes you just don't wanna dirty up a ton of pans because when you're done, you got a lot of cleanup to do. So add the butter to the pan, get this butter nice and melted. Just like this. And besides, guess what? We're gonna pick up all of the wonderful flavors at the bottom of this pan from the chicken that we just seared. So it is a win-win situation. All right, we're also gonna add our minced garlic. Give it a good stir. Make sure you combine the garlic with the butter and all of the drippings in the pan, just like so. By the way, guys, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. If you're not just looking at this meal, you feel better, trust me. What we're gonna do to this mix right here is we are gonna go in with our heavy cream. Yes, we are. We're not doing half and half today for the chicken and sausage mac and cheese like we did for the seafood mac and cheese. We use half and half, but today, like I said, we are gonna be using heavy cream. Yes. And of course, we are gonna go in with a couple pinches of ground mustard, just like that. Give it a good mix, make sure we combine it really well. And in no time at all, our sauce is gonna start thickening up. Why? Because we're using heavy cream, of course. I'm gonna go in first hand with the smoked Gouda, remembering to reserve half. Give it a good mix. Ooh, this sauce, the consistency feels so smooth. You can literally feel it once you're stirring it and combining it. It just feels so smooth. And we're gonna go in with our Gruyere cheese as well. We're just gonna add half of it, not too much. Stir it up. And look at that, guys. We didn't have to add any flour or make any roux or anything of that nature to get a nice, thick, rich, creamy sauce, right? The saucy sauce is popping off. A little bit more Gruyere cheese, a little bit more Gouda, smoked Gouda. And we're gonna go in with just a little bit of cheddar. Get that mix blend of cheddar cheeses up in the sauce as well. If our sauce is too thick to incorporate with our macaroni or pasta, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in, you're gonna have some more, whether it be half and half or heavy cream, and you're just gonna add it to the mix and it's gonna loosen it up. So that way it's not too thick because you want it to be able to spread perfectly on your pasta. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese, a handful, literally. I almost forgot my grated Parmesan cheese. All right, mix it up once again. I'm gonna add just a tad bit of salt. Not gonna get crazy because the cheese is already salty. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder to the sauce, just a little bit. And a little onion powder, not much. Just to give it a little extra flair. Combine it once again. And this is perfect. Woo! Absolutely delicious. It's about that time, guys. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but it's time for us to add our elbow, or should I say our pasta, to the sauce. Let's get it. And you see how the cheese is not too thick and it's spreading like perfectly throughout the, oh my God, throughout the pasta? This is perfect. Gonna add a little bit, you know what, I'm just gonna add everything that I have here because the ratio of pasta to cheese is perfect. As they say, it's always good to go in and add a small amount first, and you can always go in and add, but you can't take out, you can't subtract once you add it. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of our delicious chicken and I'm going to add it to the mix, just a couple pieces. get that juice from the chicken into the mac and cheese. And I'm going to take a handful of fried sausages and I'm going to add it as well, just like that. And I'm going to go in and incorporate it with the mac and cheese. Casserole dish is ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that non-stick cooking spray, spray it all around the edges, make sure everything is coated because we don't want our delicious mac and cheese to stick to our casserole dish. We're going to start off with layering our mac and cheese into this dish right here. Just like that. And of course, you're only going to put half. You're not going to get carried away and add the whole thing. We're going to go in with take a couple pieces of the chicken breast, add it to the top, just like that. Put it all around, boom. And we're gonna take some sausages, put it right there. That way when you dig into it, everybody gets a fair, or should I say equal share, everybody gets some sausage and chicken, right? And we're gonna go back in there with our reserved cheeses, AKA Gruyere cheese, smoked Gouda, and cheddar cheeses. And we are gonna add it to the top of our mac and cheese. Add some more. Oh yes, this is gonna be perfect. All right, gonna go back in there one more time. And we are gonna spoon some more mac and cheese into this dish. Add some more chicken. That's if you have any left, if you haven't eaten all of the chicken pieces already. Trust me, I was tempted to take another couple pieces, but I was like, if I keep doing that, I'm not gonna have a sufficient amount for this mac and cheese, honestly. This is gonna be so appetizing. Add a little bit of that cheddar to the mix. Right here, right there, and make sure you put it everywhere. Everywhere. Alrighty, and of course I forgot to add the sausages because I'm too busy concentrating on the chicken. So we're just gonna stick it in there and act like we didn't mess up. Act like we didn't forget to add our sausages. And that's perfect. The other sausages that I have left, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat it off camera. Anyway guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this sausage chicken mac and cheese into the 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna pop it into the oven. I'm gonna cover it down. I'm just gonna probably put some foil over it, do the whole balloon method type thing where the foil is not touching the cheeses. And yes, I'm gonna allow the cheeses to melt, take it out, and I'll show you exactly what everything looks like once we're done. Our delicious chicken and sausage mac and cheese is fresh out of the oven. And look, just look at how beautiful. Take a moment to just take it all in, because I know you guys are like all in awe right now because this thing is absolutely beautiful. Check out the crispy brown edges. Perfect. You see little pieces of chicken peeking through as well as the sausage. I did cover it over with the aluminum foil, but as you can see my cheese is still intact because what I did was I didn't press it down onto the cheese, obviously. And what else do I have to say about this delicious sausage chicken mac and cheese, guys? My God, I can't wait to dig in. During the last 10 minutes, what I did was I took the foil off, allowed it to brown nicely, and during the last 5 minutes, I added a little bit of parsley flakes to give it that extra and here we are. This dish right here is definitely Sunday worthy, guys. Make this delicious chicken sausage mac and cheese, put it on your Sunday table, and it's gonna go in a matter of seconds, guaranteed. Anyway, guys, as always, I'm Tammy, and I will catch you guys in another video. Enjoy.